Your 2025 medical hero, brought to you by Baldwin Health, is Dr. Ryan Forbess of Orange Beach Family Medicine.
Hi, my name is Dr. Ryan Forbess. I am a family physician. I own and operate Orange Beach Family Medicine. I'm a primary care doctor. I've been practicing for about 15 years. I've been down here in Alabama almost 11 years now, and the incident happened. Me and Dr. Ali, we've been friends since before medical school. He's a interventional radiologist in Mississippi. But me and my family and his family, we take family vacations every year together. He's an Egyptian guy who grew up in Mississippi, but we've been friends for a long time now. And actually, it's kind of crazy, the events that happened that day. There's so many things that happened that we might not have been on the beach. First is the beach was very, very crowded. It's actually kind of funny. The trolleys were kind of running late, and then me and the kids have been boogie boarding. So when the actual event happened with Lulu, we were in the water. Me and Dr. Ali and his daughter were boogie boarding, and me and my son Reed were boogie boarding. When it happened, we kind of heard all this commotion to the left of us. Then as we started running for the beach, I looked to my left and looked back, and then I just saw waves of blood, and I was like, okay, this is the real deal. And we met them right at the sand and stuff when they brought her off the beach, and we can see that it was been a shark attack, and that her left hand had been severed. Kind of gruesome, but she was severely injured in her right leg. And so at that point, we were looking for things like tourniquets, but we kind of just formed kind of almost like a quick trauma team. They were handing us stuff, and I mean, it was an amazing team effort. We had 2 nurses that were there. We had an EMT that was on vacation. We actually had an anesthesiologist on standby. She's like, if you need an airway, let me know. Of course, we usually take care of things like this in a sterile environment in the hospital, not on a beachhead. But everybody was very all in it together, and it was great. Worked as a team. With Lulu, I think she was meant to be here because she was strong, because I think most people would not survive such trauma. And so, at one point, she was getting very kind of pale in her face and things like that. We were able to put her in Trendelenburg, kind of get the blood back to her heart and those things. Chances of a shark attack is 1 in 12 million. The chances of having 2 physicians that are been trained in trauma, 20 yards away from an attack, to have an anesthesiologist stand by, 2 nurses that are trained in trauma. I mean, so for me, it's just like that. I mean, what's the chances? It's like 1 in a millions, or are you talking about billions? Not that God was on the beach, so to speak, but yeah, he was. I think it happened on a Friday. And then so we were ending a vacation on Sunday. And then so on Tuesday, me and my wife went up to see her in Pensacola, and it was really in the hospital. I was kind of wait for all that, because I didn't know, after all the media attention from everything, I didn't want that. I just wanted to check and see how she was doing, and it was very fulfilling to go and see her in the hospital and meet with her family, and and she's a resilient girl. It's pretty much, her parents were talking about how, I guess when she woke up, she's like, I made it, and I heard she was joking around with the surgeon that if he found any shark teeth, she wanted them, and so after the surgery, so. As a physician or whatever, as a doctor, it's kind of like our calling to help people and do these things. But I mean, I think everybody kind of was a hero on that beach. I don't want to take like, this and that. I just think, like I said, I feel like we were all meant to be there, kind of a higher calling. So I don't know, it feels kind of weird to say, we were heroes, or I was a hero or whatever, but I don't know. The real hero in this, I think, is Lulu surviving, but also just I've been tracking her as far as everything that she's doing, and she's a real hero of how basically resilient she is. I mean, to be a 15-year-old girl, to have this, and now she's like playing golf. I saw her at the Phoenix Open. I mean, playing golf with 1 arm, hitting it better than I can with 2 arms. So I think that she's kind of the real hero, not only the survivor, but her perseverance through this.
Your 2025 medical hero, brought to you by Baldwin Health, is Dr. Ryan Forbess of Orange Beach Family Medicine.